Jai Jirendra, everybody. Vandaminam, Samaniji. So today our topic is teaching different levels and environments in yoga. So again, welcome everyone. Today we will explore how to skillfully teach yoga across. Uh, Welcome everyone. Today we will explore how to skillfully teach yoga across different student levels and environments, ensuring inclusivity, safety, and growth. So this is basically where we go to different environment and how we teach yoga is important. So why adaptability matters? Students usually vary in age, ability, experience, and goals. So when we teach the class, we come across with different level of age, or some are even young, but their ability is different, or the experience and the goals of the person is different. So that what it really matters when you teach yoga. And also the environment's influence, energy, focus, and safety. And adaptability creates inclusive and empowering classes. The quality of being able to adjust new conditions. So when you come across with anything, you adapt and accordingly you do your class in a flexible way. Understanding student levels. So this is very important aspect of yoga teaching. So when you start, first, if you see the new group or class is a beginners. So you characterize with the new things to yoga, need clear guidance, and your teaching focus is their basic foundation, breath, what we, instructing inhale, exhale, we were practicing these 2 days, bringing that awareness. And the safety. Safety is very important because in asanas, you want to make sure they are ease, like flexible, and you do not get cramps while doing any poses. To try to get perfection, you have to be careful in doing stretch outs. So it's very important to focus that way. So for example, if you do beginner, you do start with a light stretch outs. And then slowly you come to intermediate level, which you get familiar with the poses, what you're doing. So now, like you have been doing like 3 months. So now you're more familiar with camel pose or, talasana, tree pose. You're more having, flexibility, and you can do more properly those poses with period of time. So, and that gives, our focus will be more on alignment, flow, and strength. And then when you get mastery of intermediate level, you go more in advanced level. And that is deep practice, body awareness. So like staying more in the poses, like yesterday, for example, we did bow pose, Dhanurasana. So in the beginner level is hard to do, but once you get the mastery of beginner level, you go to the intermediate and you can start practicing like Dhanurasana, you can get more flexibility, and then you can do more advanced, like getting more perfection of that pose. Because it's not easy to get perfection of asanas. It's very difficult. You need a long practice and keep practicing, and you can achieve the goal to get the perfection. And it just needs a practice. So like bow pose, you can do in intermediate and advanced level, you can achieve your goals. That is one example I'm just giving. But you have to see your own capacity and space. And when you see the students' level, you have to respect their issues if they have. It's just you want to be flexible and listen to their body. You have to have that understanding what that person is facing the problem. Like for example, yesterday we did Trikonasana. So some say, oh, we have hard time to focus with the eyes. So it's okay. You have to respect that. their problems. So we have to work according to the people's needs. Basically, that's the goal. Like sometimes, even if you do meditation, some people can't do meditation. They cannot even close the eyes. So there are certain cases, so which we respect that and we diversify in that issues with the people to, give more comfort in that zone. So these all aspects are very important when you give your, sessions. So what is the strategies by level? So the beginners, we go with slow pace, simple cues. If you want to use props, you can use props. Modifications, if you have stiffness, you can use some modifications. Like yesterday, we talked about Masendra Asana, which the hand was like that, on the knee. So it's a simple and modification. But like Rakesh Bhai said, oh, we put our hands back, that is more advanced. So you just keep growing that way. Now this is a plow pose. Now this is an advanced level pose. You cannot do as a beginner because you have to have flexibility to bring your whole body and weight and going all the way down if you see that pose. So this is just an example I'm giving, but this is not in our syllabus, this pose is, of course, but just trying to explain that in yoga, what are the different things you can come across. So in intermediate, you introduce transitions, deeper alignment, cues, and in advance, you use the layered instructions, space for self-exploration. So you just, give different options if people have difficulties in doing poses. So that creativity helps to do your class more successful. Now, this is something we come across is teaching in different environments. So there are environments like if you're teaching, like say in the studio, then it's like a controlled space and regular students. In the gym, you get all kinds of people, any age group, or it's more like a fitness focus, like they do more like an exercise based than asanas. And if you do outdoors, you see this picture in outdoors, there's a distractions and uneven surfaces, but still people do in the parks, so that environment is there also. Or now how we do online, we do classes online as well, where there is limited visibility because we cannot, it's not that visible as we do on the floor exercise in live sessions, but still you can do continue classes and you can do verbal clarity key on that base. So nowadays, online is more popular of the busy world. So we can always explore widely country-wise also if we get that opportunity. Nowadays, the doors are open in so many ways. So this is something you observe your energy, breath, and body language. Like yesterday, we talked about tree pose or like triangle pose. You put your full energy and with awareness of inhale, exhale. So your body will move more smoothly with that instructions. So that's what it helps. And then if you are more better, if you think that student is more better, you would like to give more challenge. Oh, you can do this advanced pose. So gradually you start, educating student that way. And encourage self-awareness and trust. So the important thing is communication and encouragement. So use inclusive language. Like, for example, let's see what that would be. That means you respect the words of what students say. So if any discussion, you should have open mind. Like yesterday we had, a lot of discussion. We all come with an open mind and accept ourselves and try to get a positive response from it. That's always our goal should be. And if the pose you are doing, you want to celebrate the efforts, because when you do poses, you are making your own efforts to achieve that. So it's not achievement, that effort is the most important thing in yoga. And that will give you everything, your achievements, your goals, everything, your strength. But that effort is the key of practicing yoga. And you normalize rest and modifications. As I said, can always modify, and invite questions and feedback after the class. If anybody had any issues or we want to understand what their goals are, so accordingly, we can help them and get the positive feedback and response in that case. So you can have a group discussion sometimes, like how you see here in the picture. So that will encourage more communication and encouragement of the student. So basically, most important thing is know your students and your space, and how stay flexible, observant, and compassionate. And every class, no matter which day you do class, every class is an opportunity to learn and grow. Every day you learn and grow and get different experience. And that's how you work. And I would say that be calm and good listener. That's the key thing in the group students class when you give. And I would say that if you have any questions also during this, you can ask me. We can unmute everybody. Stuti? Oh, she's not there.
Bina ji, everything is clear, The
Okay.
slides are very good. Yeah, everything is very, very clear
So
on the slides.
basically, this is more how you give the class and your openness. And more is like yesterday, what we talk about, a lot of asanas and logic. It's important. And always, as you said that, for example, Dinesh Bhai, about Ustrangasana, there are techniques which helps you to get your pose, and you see the difference day by day. That's our goal for everything, because we want to achieve our mental peace, calmness, health. So these all are very important aspect to present yourself. So practice makes man perfect is very well said. And so I would welcome anybody had any question during these 3 days, what we did also, and we can go from there, or we can practice some of the stuff if we need to. And on this topic also, if you have any questions, you can ask me.
Bina, I wanted to find out, when you have a mixed group of people who are not like basic, intermediate, and advanced, we will start with all the regular poses that we start off with, right?
Yes,
And
it's very
then
important you do that. Yes. Because the reason is, that's a good question. See, when first time you're approaching the group or class, you are first seeing what kind of class of people you are dealing with. And when you do the basic poses, you know their ability, right? Like yesterday, for example, Pari said, I have hard time to do eye contact in Trikonasana. So some people may have different issues, then you know their limitations. Or if some people can do, like say, other poses, and it is stiffness, then you know that group. So it's always good to do a beginner level. And then whenever you do regular class, you know your students, like, see, you are doing like 2.5 months. Now I know what's your ability to do the poses, correct?
yes.
So that's how it goes. So
So the
don't be
variations
worried.
that we offer, like for the variations of the poses, for like say intermediate or advanced, we do that after a few sessions, or do you recommend?
Definitely, because if the person is doing first time yoga in your life, you don't know, right, what kind of people you're coming across, and they are so stiff. So I showed you the plow pose. That is very advanced pose, and that you can get with the basic flexibility when you do other asanas. Like yesterday, we discussed a lot of asanas. If I give the names, I don't know if you can understand, like Janu Sirsasana or Paschimottanasana. So those are the basic poses. And even to get that perfection, it takes time. It needs a lot of practice. To touch that head towards the knee, you should experience how difficult. I mean, I don't know how you guys have done so far some of the practices, but that takes time when you have stiffness. But the people who are flexible, they are okay. But when you're doing beginner class, you know their ability in few sessions, correct? And then, okay, now we can move to this pose, gradually. Like Ardha Sindra Asana, then what was that? Ustrang Asana. So those kinds you can do between beginner and intermediate, because those are difficult poses also. So it's not hard or difficult, but you need flexibility in doing certain way. So once you get mastery of that, then you can do more advanced classes like Dhanurasana, plow pose, those kind of things. But this is an exposure. It is not in your syllabus, but this is something when you want to move more forward and how more, this we are exploring how yoga, how far that can go, for example. So this is just an exploration. Yeah, but in few sessions, you know your student's ability. That's very important to know. And that's why it's important how you present the poses after that. You know, make your, prepare your class that way. You write the list of poses, what you want to teach. So after 2 months, say, oh, and now I want to introduce this pose. Now they're ready to do this pose. So you can go with more intermediate and advanced level at that point. Yeah, by experience, now, even like,
Can
right
you
now.
break down like which
Yeah.
one should, like, I don't know if we can compile a list maybe, just so that we know, okay, beginners ma, we should do these ones, and then intermediate and advanced, we should do the other ones. If this just,
Let me pull out if I can find the list of our curriculum, because I don't want to get confused with a lot of other things.
no
Let me
worries, no
see.
worries. And this
Yeah.
just, the whatever you're doing is very good. This is very, very good information for all of us.
Yeah, so this is something I did online, exploring yoga, how, like, if somebody, say, for example, in the group class, it's not going to be our, like, JVB, it can be any person, right? So if they ask you a question about, like, say, Dhanurasana, at least you are aware of it, for example. So that's what I was trying to do in these 2 days, that some of the poses which we know, and like, but basically right now, I would say like Janu Sirsasana is the beginner level. Paschimottanasana, you can do it, but that will be like third or fourth week. The first week would be more with the warm-up exercise. We have the Prexa book, that blue color, all like shoulder rotation and those kind of things. So we are doing that, rotations and beginner level. And that we are actually utilizing every time to get warm up, not only that time, but every time you want to utilize some of the poses for like shoulder rotation, then the fingers like spreading and, rotation of your feet. So those kind of warm up you really want to do before you do any poses. So your body and muscle starts moving. So as I said, like tree pose is again, you're doing in a beginner level, like Anuja did, if you remember that you are not going all the way high towards your thigh. You're starting from the lower near the ankle to get the balance. That's the beginner level, for example, right? So, and if you, like some people say, oh, we can do more higher, then welcome that student. You have to see the ability of that person. Or some may need the support of the wall. Like if the person who cannot balance may need the support of the wall. Sometimes it happens. So it depends. When you see the first class, you know the ability of the student. That's very important. So, but these are all beginners level. You can use sometimes props if you want, or sometimes for balancing pose, as I said, for tree pose, you can use the wall if the person cannot balance. If they are trying to do more perfection in tree pose, then some people might need that. Some may not. So those are all big, like Trikonasana is a beginner pose. Then balancing pose is a beginner pose. Those are many of them like a beginner you can start with. There's no harm at all.
Hey, JJ and the Bina.
Yes.
That's really good. That was a good talk. I wanted to just say that with following up on Sheetal's comment, like if the class that you take has these different levels, you can always like you do the one level, and then you can always tell the students in the class that if you can take it to another level, if you're comfortable, you can continue to the next level. But you will show the first. And then the other thing I wanted to say was that for us, as we are doing this as a Preksha meditation yoga course, the asanas is limited, right? Because we're also going on.
Yeah, I saw this.
So when I was teaching it, say for my class at work, doing them, it would be the few asanas. Then you will be doing your meditate pranayam and then meditation. So we're not focusing on just a yoga class and spending the whole time doing that. I mean, you may want to as a teacher. I'm not saying no, but I'm saying if we're teaching Preksha meditation, and then as you'll see later on in the course, we're going to teach you all the different poses for health benefits. So when you're doing a class like that, you're going to be just saying specifically, this course, this is the one you're going to do, and this is the one you're going to do, and this is the mudra you're going to do. So it's going to be a little bit different, I think, from a regular.
I was going to add that.
Class.
So that's a good point, Nainaben. So it's because of beginner poses, Sheetal was asking, so I was just saying these are all the beginner poses.
Yes. And I think ours would all be beginner.
And then like Balasan, for example.
Yeah.
And then you're introducing, of course, wonderful mudras. And then pranayam, Anulovilom, for example, for the beginners. And then for meditation, you can do internal trick.
Yes, exactly. The 4-step meditation. Correct.
Yeah, psychic colors. Lesha will come upper level once you get more acquainted with the meditation.
Right.
Then higher, those are the basic things. And then people can go more advanced once they are in a more focus. You can do kendras, centers of meditation. But so as I said, now I know that your next class is more with the anatomy. Right? I mean, people will know more about anatomy from doctors. So at that point, the chakras and kendras, the 13 centers will be very easy to understand for meditation purpose. At that point, because they know all the centers like heart, throat. So
yes. Somebody spoke about them all. Yes.
Yeah. So you guys are good in meditation. I saw every day online. It's wonderful. So so as I said, that beginner poses, what you do was that, and then you're adding like 10 minutes of mudras, for example, then 15 minutes of meditation, and then few minutes of pranayam, Anulovilom and those kind, but you end with meditation.
With relaxation and then relaxation. Right. So I think that's actually how the class, I see how the class would be running. And then the yoga and asanas will be just one component of it. And then just like you said, all the warm-up is the first thing anyway.
Yes.
So you do a lot of warm-up, you do one or two poses or whatever, and then you move on.
Yeah. So you make like it depends, like in week, how many days you are doing the session also.
Yes.
So that plays a lot of role, because then you can break up so many things.
Hi, Jai Jinendra, may I say something?
Yes.
Hi, everybody. So I want to say, I don't think we've gotten into like the 3 gunas, right? Like the sattva, rajas, and tamas, but and like the doshas, vata, kapha, and pitta. But when we're talking about the levels, beginner, intermediate, and expert or whatever, we have to pay attention to our body type, right? Like not from so like in terms of flexibility and what we're able to do, I think we talked about it yesterday with like some people may not be able to do the poses. And the definition of beginner, intermediate, and expert is going to vary from person to person based on their body type. Right. Like if they have longer arms, it doesn't, like me, for example, I have longer arms. So like it for certain poses, if you're defining flexibility and strength or whatever to do certain asanas, it's not that you're not able to do it. You just have to modify it so that you are able to do it. So the definition of beginner, intermediate, and expert is very dependent upon your body type based on like how long your arms are, your torso, your legs, and all of that. So I just want to make that comment. That's all. Thank you.
No, that's right, Pari. But if we talk about advanced, then I mean, see, there are poses like Scorpio pose, for example. Those are very advanced poses, which
Right.
were not mentioned.
Right.
But
So let me just rephrase that. Beginner and intermediate, right? Like in terms of variation. So we're not getting into advanced. I just want to, the point that I'm trying to make is the body variation.
Right.
And the limitation of the mind when we say I can versus I can't, depending on that's all I'm trying to, that's the only point I'm trying to make in comparison
in that,
to
okay, so I'm sorry, you want to add anything more, Pari?
No, that's all.
Yeah,
I just
okay.
wanted to
No, but
make
you
the
are
point of
right.
the body.
So
That's all.
sometimes, yeah, so what I would say that when you do poses, when I was learning, I always thought that, no, this month, I want to try to touch my head towards the knee, like Janu Sirsasana. Always my goals were there to achieve the poses. It takes a while, but you get the flexibility. So that, like, I can't do, it goes away when you do practice and efforts. That's why you give importance to that, efforts and practice. And that I can't do just vanishes. There's no place for that.
Right. I get like I just hope that my message is translating well in terms of like bodily awareness.
No, you did good. I mean,
that's all. That's all I'm trying to say.
You had a good point, yeah. And you know a lot of about Rajas, Tamas and everything. That's good. But as even mudras and everything, when you do more in a meditative way, stay more longer, and it gets more intermediate and advanced level in those practice itself. You know, even with the 13 kendras, once you start, and if you with the practice in 2 months, you will see you are in a more advanced level mentally because you are getting more and more to your body and mind that practice. That's why even that basic thing can become advanced in later stage. You can experience those qualities when you practice, basically. So even beginners poses, you just keep doing, you will see every time different. Oh, today I have more moments. You will feel it. Even in 3 months, you must have seen a lot of difference. I saw like how you do meditation, you are getting more advanced with those things than the beginners. So, because now you have memorized, you have experience, you talk, you instruct. So, you know, you are getting all those touch. So that's a great thing. And this is the first time exposure and doing so well. I'm so proud of you all. But I haven't, I mean, you know, all the pranayams, you should use it, different types. So you want to always start with asanas, then pranayam. You can do mudras and meditation, then kayutsur, and all different kind of medications. We have excellent Priksha meditation book. Let me grab that book. I'm sure you have Acharya Mahapragnaji. Excellent. I loved it when I read about it. And the other one was Priksha meditation with internal trip and all other kinds of meditation in that book. So those are very good guided meditation practice. So in the class, we are going to add that as a main goal also. And what I'm saying that just practice in any field, you will achieve the goals later in advanced level. And then you can do more advanced poses if you would like to in the future, once you get the experience of everything. So thank you so much for attending this, but I would say if Vandami Samaniji would like to add anything to this, that would be great also, regarding any of our subject,
You can stop sharing.
Okay. I cannot see the screen. Give me 1 second. No, stop sharing. Oh, here I can see this. I cannot see.
Yeah.
Oh, now it is. Okay. I got it. Okay, thanks.
Yes. Thank you, Vilaji, for taking the class of today.
Thank you so
And
much for giving me
yeah,
an
so-
opportunity.
yes, you have shared very good knowledge about the things and guided properly. So yeah, everything can be set according to the need of the body, according to the body conditions. But it depends on the trainer, especially how they treat with their students. So in one class, we may have all different types of participants. Some may be very advanced, so we can also suggest to them that kind of exercise, and that may be easy for them. But some may be the beginners. So if we are just offering course for the beginners only, if the participants are new and they have not got any exposure of yoga before, then we have to just see that what kind of exercise we have to teach them as a beginner, so that they can learn step by step, and their body can adopt all these different exercises. So we have to look at the courses at 3 level: beginners, for middle, and for the advanced. So according to that, we can set our curriculum. So it can be the easy way to address the needs of the participants, and also to deal with all the participants according to their eligibility, according to their conditions, and also according to their what we say practice. So this is what I would like to say, because Pari was looking for this, that whatever we are teaching, we have to see according to the need of the body of the participants. So that is true, but just we are learning everything for as a trainer. So you might have all different types of people in your class, and you have to deal with everybody. So yeah, the things are discussed by Binaji with her experience. She has been taking already so many classes from a long time. So she had all the experience. So we need not to say anything about her. but just we can plan for just for the exercises or all the yoga practices according to the class, beginners, middle, and advanced. So that will help our trainers to suggest to their participants. Okay, so this is only my comment looking at all the three talks of Binaji. Okay, so anybody has any other question
Yeah. Let me grab
or
the
any suggestion to Binaji or for any talk, content or topic which she has covered? Okay, so now it is the time for meditation session.
So I think,
Anita is ready.
one minute, Samriti. So this is the excellent book which everybody has this for the practice of meditation during your classes.
Yeah.
And the internal. So as I said, just study more. I know you have another few months next year, and you will get more out of it, and you will be in advance in those practices as well once you start doing. So that's what my conclusion was.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
So now Anita is ready.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I know it's Friday, but let's get started. So we'll do stretching so that our body is stretched out. So stand on your tippy toes, your hands interlocked, stretch up, breathe in, stretch up. When you breathe out, bring your hands down. We'll just repeat it 2 more times. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, come down. Now sit in a comfortable position, the half lotus, full lotus, or simple sitting posture, and gently close your eyes. Your hands in Gyan Mudra on your knees. The index finger and the thumbs are touching gently, and the rest of the fingers are straight. We'll start with Mahapran Dhvani. So we'll inhale, and while exhaling, we'll produce a sound of buzzing bee from our center of our nostril and our concentration on the center of knowledge. We'll start. Now we will begin the practice of our 4-step meditation. We'll start with our resolution. We'll repeat 3 times. I'm doing Riksha meditation for the purification of my psychic. I am doing Riksha meditation for the purification of my psychic. I am doing Riksha meditation for the purification of my psychic. We'll start with our first step, which is Kayutsar, total relaxation of our entire body from toe to head. Make sure your back and neck are straight and do not make any movement. Keep your body still. We'll do gentle breathing. And we'll start with this first step. We'll focus our conscious mind on the right big toe. We'll observe our big toe, all the nerves, tissues, and the cells, and provide auto-suggestion to relax our big toe. Our right big toe is relaxing. Our right big toe is relaxed. And we'll move our attention to the rest of the toes on our right leg. Slowly and gently relaxing them. Then we'll move slowly and relax our heel, sole, ankle, calf muscles, knee, thigh, and all the way up to the hip joint. Our entire right leg is relaxing. Our entire right leg is relaxed. Now we'll move to our left leg. Focus your conscious mind on the big toe of your left leg. The big toe of your left leg is relaxing. And the big toe is relaxed. And when we'll gently move our attention to other toes of our left leg, to our sole, ankle, calf muscles, knee, thighs, up to the hip joint. And we are relaxing our entire left leg. The left leg is completely relaxed now. Now we'll gently move to the mid portion of our body and slowly relax all the organs and all the muscles and tissues. We'll concentrate our focus on the lower abdomen. We'll observe it from all four sides, left, right, front, back. Our lower abdomen is relaxing. And our lower abdomen is relaxed. Moving to our upper abdomen, focusing from all four sides, front, back, left, right. Our upper abdomen is relaxing. And our upper abdomen is relaxed. Now focus your attention on your navel area and penetrate inside your abdomen area. Observe your lower intestine, larger intestine, small intestine, spleen, your left kidney, your right kidney, pancreas, liver. All the organs are relaxing. Your diaphragm is relaxing. Your rib cage, each and every muscle of your rib cage is relaxing. Your heart, your chest area, your lungs, all the organs are relaxing. Your entire spine is relaxed. Now focus your attention on your right hand, your right hand's thumb, fingers, palm, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, up to the shoulder. Your entire right hand is relaxing and your entire right hand is relaxed. Now moving to the left hand, your fingers, palm, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, up to the shoulder. Your entire left hand is relaxing. Your entire left hand is relaxed. Your lower and mid portion of body is completely relaxed and completely still. Now moving our focus to the upper part of the body. Focus your attention to your throat and neck. Your throat and neck are relaxing. Now look into your vocal cords and give auto-suggestion to relax your vocal cords. Your vocal cords are relaxing and they are relaxed. Now we are slowly moving to our head, our face muscles, chin, cheeks, lips, jaws, nose, ears, eyes, forehead, brain, an entire portion of our upper body. All the body parts are relaxing and your entire upper part is completely relaxed now. Your entire body is in a completely relaxed, still state. And now we'll move to the second portion of our meditation, Antaryatra. We'll focus our conscious mind on the center of energy, which is located at the bottom of our spinal cord. You can observe the vibrations of vital energy at the center of energy. We'll move our conscious mind from center of energy to center of knowledge through our spinal cord. We'll move the energy from the bottom to the top. While exhaling, we'll move the energy upwards to the center of knowledge. And while inhaling, we'll bring our focus down to center of energy. With every inhale and exhale, move the energy to the center of knowledge, just as the mercury in the thermometer. Feel the vibrations in your spinal cord while the energy is moving up. Feel its intensity, maybe its temperature. Your spinal cord is carrying the energy from center of energy to center of knowledge. The vital energy is moving up. And bring your focus again to the center of energy. Move it up. Maintain your breath. Be completely aware in this process. We'll do 2 more breaths in this Antaryatra. Inhale and exhale while moving the energy. Now we'll move on to the third step of our meditation, perception of breathing. And we'll observe our inhale and exhale. We'll begin it by focusing our conscious mind on the navel area. When we inhale, our stomach, our abdomen is expanding. And when we exhale, it's contracting. We should feel this vibration in our navel area as we inhale and exhale. Do the deep rhythmic breathing and observe the abdomen. Muscles are expanding and contracting. Inhale deeply. Exhale out completely. And if any thought comes to your mind, just see it and let it go. Inhale and exhale slowly and deep. Now we'll focus our attention at the tip of our nose, Pran Kendra. And we'll observe how we are inhaling and exhaling through our nostrils. You can feel the intensity of the air that goes into the nostril and comes out of the nostril, the temperature, the vibrations. Just focus on your breath. Deep, rhythmic, long breath through your nostril. And breathe out through your nostril. Keep inhaling and exhaling while concentrating only on the on the Pran Kendra at the tip of your nose. Now we'll move to the fourth step of our meditation, procession of enlightenment. We'll focus our attention to the center of our forehead, which is the center of enlightenment. And we'll observe bright white color at the center. Color of snow, the color of full moon. The bright light is penetrating our center of enlightenment at the center of our forehead. While we are inhaling, the bright light is penetrating the center of our enlightenment. Completely focus on the center of enlightenment and observe the white bright color. The white bright color is now spreading out through our entire forehead, our brain area, the bright white full moon color now spreading out of our entire body. You can see the rays coming out. Observe while maintaining your deep rhythmic breath. While we are observing the white color, our passions are vanishing, our angers are vanishing. We are becoming more and more calm. Keep your concentration. Be aware. Now I will slowly come out of the meditation with 2 to 3 long, deep breaths. We'll rub our palms and put it on our eyes and slowly open our eyes to come out of the meditation. Jai Jindra, everyone.
Thank you, Anita. It was wonderful session. You have given correct instructions, so it was good. Now, who is left? It is Sachi. So, will you give session on Monday?
Jayendra, I can try.
Yes. So, I think we have covered almost all the participants who are joining at regular basis. So next we have to be ready for body perception, because the long relaxation is already covered in this 4-step meditation. Is it? You know all the body parts. Just for full relaxation, you have to devote at least for 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So it may be long. So you have to give instructions slowly so that the participants can experience the relaxation in true sense, if we have good time. Okay, and yes, so relaxation is already covered. Now body perception, so everybody has to see that, but Sanchi will give Monday 4-step meditation.
Samriji, can I add one more information for
Yes.
poses?
Yes.
Okay. And that
Yeah.
was for the question of Sheetal for
Mhm.
beginner level. As I said, we introduced, and we have a very good curriculum list in Prixa, what Anuja is doing in person also. Still, you're halfway. That's why I was not able to give all the names to get confused, but you have done sun salutation, for example, Bhujangasana, Pavan Muktasana, bridge pose, that is Setu Bandh in Sanskrit. So those you can do as a beginner level because you already have started doing that and you have the grip of the poses. So in standing, you can do Trikonasana, balancing pose, tree pose with the very lower level, starting from the ankle to get the balance. And then you can go more advanced in that practice. That's what I was trying to say. So, and in lying down, you can do Bhujangasana, Pavan Muktasana, bridge pose, Naukasana. So those are the basic, but I don't want to give more advanced names right now to get confused. But later in the future, then we'll add more names for the advancement of the classes, like plow pose or sarvangasana, those kind of things. But we have a very nice curriculum in the list, all the poses, which I was looking into it. So with the
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
yeah, so it's just I want to follow what you do, and you
Yes.
guys will be really good with all the poses, and those beginners, you will know where to get and in standing, sitting, and lying down poses. So almost you have covered many of this in these 3 months, but you will know more. I saw the list is excellent poses in that, which you will be doing from January, I think.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but so because if I tell now, you will get confused with all the names. That's why. But sun salutation right now you have learned, so you can do all those things, you know.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you very much to everybody. So tomorrow is Saturday. And if you have any question regarding any queries, any course content, any exercise, any meditation, you can get time for asking that. And there will be yoga session online. And might be Bina will take online. Is it?
No, I'm doing on 13, I
Yeah,
think.
Saturday tomorrow
Not
is
this Saturday.
Ramesh Bhai, and we'll
Oh,
be
Ramesh
starting
Bhai.
at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock for the initial
Yes,
session,
yes.
9 to 9:30, and then
Mhm.
9:30 to 10:30. Ramesh Ji is going to be doing the
Okay.
yoga.
So, yeah. So he is giving very good instructions, very clear and very strong. So we have to follow that way to giving session to anybody. So thank you.
Thank
Now
you.
we
Dami Naman
will
Swami.
leave.
Okay,
Yeah.
Vandamino
Vandami
Samsai.
Naman
Naminam
Swami
Swami
Samiji.
Samiji.
Thank you. Thank you.